I'm a massive Final Fantasy fan, and I'm really excited to get to show you a little bit more. I've got to play a bit of it, and I got to speak to
What's up, everybody? Welcome. We're a little late, but welcome to the Paris Games Week live reacts to the PlayStation conference. This is when they're going to give us 7. Yes, 7, ladies and gentlemen, 7 announcements that were not at E3. Sony's telling us this is going to be E3 number 2. So do you believe them? I don't know. PSX is coming up here in December, coming up very soon. So how is this going to be bigger than PSX? So I'm very interested to see. Paris Games Week naturally hasn't been a huge conference for Sony. Now they did have the conference that they announced Last of Us 2, but overall it hasn't been that important to PlayStation. So I'm very interested to see. So right now we have about 14 minutes left. Sorry for joining so late. Right now we're joining in the pre-show. So far we have Guacamelee 2 not coming to the Vita. Sorry, my Vita fans out there. I know you're sad. I'm a little sad about it. Vita support. Vita is dying. Sony is not. They're not going to continue to support it. But what I am seeing a lot of support for so far is VR. So a lot of VR. So what you're watching right now on the screen right now, you guys are seeing the Final Fantasy 15, the Song of the Deep, the VR extension, VR DLC. So
customization here is stunning.
If you are a fishing enthusiast, apparently you're going to be able to put yourself into the game. So sounds exciting. I mean, I know that we are all clamoring and scratching and clawing at Shuhei's front door to get us a fishing game based on Final Fantasy 15, or should I say thank you Square Enix, because this is what we wanted, right? 12 minutes countdown. So far again, the pre-show they had Guacamelee 2, Loco Roco 2, they had the Episode Ignis. We know it's on the way. Episode Ignis. And then they also had the one massacre game, the Hong Kong Massacre, which looks semi-interesting as well. Again, if you're joining late, thank you so much for joining youtube.com/thegamelooters. This is our live stream of Paris Games Week, the conference. Thank you so much for tuning in for that. If you guys are watching right now on twitch.tv/thegamelooters, thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate it. Either way, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell. Because this is what we do here. This is what we do here at the Game Looters. We cover all things gaming, and right now we are watching the chapter Ignis from Final Fantasy 15 from Square Enix.
Pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back.
If you guys are joining me here on the West Coast, it is the morning, so good morning to you guys. Here enjoying my morning coffee. So this hasn't been fully localized yet, is what you can tell so far, since this is Japanese trailer here, Japanese gameplay. Again, remember they are in Paris, so they are in Europe right now.
Bloody hell. Join me. I can secure us a way to the king and the oracle.
So one of the things, personally, I think that this game needed to have come a lot quicker. Not the game, I'm sorry. I think the DLC needed to come a lot quicker. Personally, from someone who played Final Fantasy 15, I got to the very, the very last chapter, and there's a point towards the tail end of the game that really impacts the story heavily, and it's a big letdown for me. So for me, as that player, if I had this particular DLC come out quicker, because I know that they did this chapter Ignis, and he, there's something that happens to him in the game that truly impacts his gameplay and his level of impact to the team. So if this would have came quicker right after the Prompto DLC, I would have been more inclined to play. If it came prompto and then maybe like 2 weeks later in like a Telltale kind of style, then Ignis came out, and then maybe 2-3 weeks from there, then the next one. Personally, coming out in December, I don't know how popular this is going to be. Well, hello there. Invector. So what I'm wondering is the year of dreams. So dreams, I'm wondering if we're gonna hear anything from dreams at all. We haven't yet, so we'll see right now if we do. I'd be very interested to see. Now, if we do, is that a main show extravaganza? Is that like a main show thing, or is that something that they stick here in the pre-show? That's what I wonder. Okay, so rhythm-based game looks perfect to fit on the Vita. I'm just saying,
All right,
Sony.
That was Invector, actually a game that was announced right here at Paris Games Week about 2 years ago. Ramon, what did you make of that?
Very awesome game in a tradition of like amplitude, frequency, a little thumper in there. It's awesome, and it is coming to PS4.
A little thumper.
Yes, it is.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm taking back over because that
All right, come on, all right.
Can't stop talking about Final Fantasy.
No, I'm allowed to talk about Final Fantasy. No, it looked incredible, and for anybody who knows, it takes place in Altivia.
So go ahead and do me a favor. Put it down in the comments down below. What did you guys think of Final Fantasy 15? Do you think it was Square Enix's savior? Do you think it took too long? I mean, it was a 10-year cycle game. It is very, very long in the making. They probably changed it 3-4 times throughout that. We finally got it about a year ago. I was very excited for it. Again, like I said, I played it non-stop. I think I must have put 50 hours or so in that game, and then I kind of progressed into the tail end of the story to where there's something that happens towards the tail end that I completely fell off. I was no longer interested. But I do have one word, and that's Chocobo. I freaking love Chocobos.
So I know everyone thinks I'm going to say Final Fantasy, but Garden Between, I don't know, there's something about that. That's my jam. Hit good, personal, deep stories.
It looks beautiful. I mean, for me, it's got to be the tennis, tennis world tour.
Not surprised.
I keep going on about it, but I've been
I just can't get over the fishing game, the fishing Final Fantasy game. I can't believe that is what they're giving us as a VR experience.
Massively hyped for that.
Got to say, for me, it's probably Guacamelee 2. So glad that we can get that out there. It's coming soonish. It looks
now, if you guys are just joining, like I said, we joined a little late, so we started a little late. I apologize, folks, for being a little late to the party this morning. But like I said, they announced Loco Roco 2. They announced
that big PlayStation
Guacamelee 2, unfortunately, no Vita support, but I'm sure that'll be on all platforms. I'm sure that'll be PC, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch.
What do you guys think we should do about that?
It needs to be on Nintendo Switch, because it's not on Vita.
That's actually a good idea.
PlayStation show, though. Thank you guys so much for joining my Sony fans.
Game we're going to be announcing, and we'll do that right now.
And quick plug, don't forget, we're going to be at PSX 2017, so make sure that you guys get your tickets if they're still available. Make sure you guys come check us out at the show. We're going to be interviewing developers. We will try and get part of one of their live shows. I highly doubt that'll happen, but we'll have a ton of developer interviews. We will have a ton of live demos, demo action, a lot of stuff like that. So make sure you tune in at youtube.com/thegamelooters. Make sure you tune in at twitch.tv/thegamelooters. And make sure you follow us on both. Subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell. We'll make sure you don't miss anything. We would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you could check us out at patreon.com/thegamelooters. Patreon isn't our main area, our main domain, but we definitely would appreciate just $1 or whatever if you appreciate what we do, or we just appreciate just a patron in general, just following us on there. No donation required. We mostly everything we do is free. We don't charge for anything at the moment. We do have plans too if we decide to get like if we get like a following, but we definitely appreciate just you checking us out. Ure.
And that was a first
So,
look at O-Ray.
like the guy over there on the right, like he's kind of just like whatever about it. That's how I felt about that.
And it's actually coming out a little later today on PlayStation Store.
Is it? Is it amazing? Is it beautiful?
Saving that.
Beautiful. I thought it was incredible to look at. I got real Journey, Abzu-esque vibes from it. It's totally, again, my kind of thing. I really believe with gaming, for me personally, I was very AAA only. I never really considered indie. And then I started adding that in, and I feel like I always compare it to having a balanced diet.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the game that came out very recently.
So in this particular game, you're exploring the world of a child that can turn into a dragon. You've already seen that in some of the B-roll.
That's an easy sell, isn't it?
I mean,
so I do see a lot of games as of recent taking up this new art style.
They've stopped doing their job. So you're trying to
I don't mind it. I think Journey, I don't think this looks like Journey at all, to be honest, guys. But Journey looked beautiful. That was an awesome experience. One of the best games of the last generation, for sure. But the other games, like that she mentioned as well, as like Rhyme, that have this art style,
Buy now. That's what I
they
say.
typically haven't been that good. There's a couple games, like she said, Abzu. I thought Abzu was a cool experience. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. But you know, a very minimal expense PlayStation Store game. I thought that was really cool. It was very beautiful. You know, it doesn't overstay its welcome, so that's a good thing. But I still had to play in 2 sessions because I kind of lost interest, just to be honest. Again, you know, certain games just have to nab me. Again, like Journey, I thought nabbed me, but that was a very bite-sized experience. So.
To talk about here tonight. And I want to thank, actually, all the independent developers, all the publishers who
I thought you were going to say thank you, YouTubers. Like, you're welcome, guy.
Titles and to be able to provide all these meaningful updates and just exciting stuff all around.
Trying to decipher what's on his shirt. Those are either zebras or cougars or tigers.
I want to make a shout out, though, to everyone watching live. We've got a lot more to come after the showcase. If the showcase ends, there's more to come. We're going to dive deeper into all those games that you saw at PlayStation Showcase, all the new stuff you see there. Are you excited, guys? You excited?
Yeah. I mean, massively excited.
Yeah?
That's what it's all about, right? Yeah. These moments where we all come together, the audience is already.
Are you guys excited? Tell us down in the comments down below. Are you excited?
From people watching at home as well.
And what I really want to know from you guys is tell us what you think Sony's about to announce in T-minus 2 minutes. So 7 huge announcements. So do we hear something about God of War? Do we hear something about Spider-Man? Do we hear something about Detroit Become Human? Do we hear something about Last of Us 2, Death Stranding? So what do we hear about? What don't we hear about? Those are zebras. So Sony has a ton of games that are going to be coming out in the next 2 years. The question is, though, is how much of their hands do they want to show? Because, again, they do have PSX as well.
It's a new title from a developer that's actually rather celebrated. So I would suggest that we cut to that now. And for all of you watching at home, enjoy the show.
Moss Mouth. Blitworks. He said it like I'm gonna know what's up. He said like you guys are gonna know what's up. Tell me down below, have you heard of this game? Because I have not. Okay, but this art style is for sure okay. I think I have a good idea what this game is now. This game, though, I'm kind of excited for on another platform. Just to be honest. So I think this one's the sequel, though. Or this is the HD version of, like, that Japanese game. Okay, we're gonna find out right now, together. The name evades me, though. Something that's very SteamWorld-esque. The walls are shifting once again. Spelunky, there we go. 2. So I did hear some rumors about this, that number 2 is just a like a remaster version of some odd Japanese game. So I'm interested to see that right now, if it's just exactly the same elements. But they're not going to show anything to us because they don't have any gameplay ready, so never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it is starting. Welcome to the PlayStation conference at Paris Games Week 2017. You are the best. Thank you so much for joining youtube.com/thegamelures and watching live with me, Dom, right here on youtube.com. If you're watching on twitch.tv/thegamelures, I really appreciate you. You're 1 in a million. Woo-wee, guys. We got 7 announcements. Let's see what Sony's gonna give us. 7 big announcements. God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, Death Stranding, Last of Us 2. Gran Turismo already came out. Maybe they'll give us something else. I don't know. Here we go. What you got for us, Sony? I'm itching here.
Samurai. You are a warrior.
I am warrior.
I can see that. You trained your whole life for this.
I did train my whole life for this.
And you have won battles
Animusha?
that lesser men have called unwinnable.
Sony, tell me. Animusha. Say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. Animusha.
While you were sharpening your sword,
Not Animusha.
do you know how I prepared for today?
It could be. Come on, Sony, hit me with it.
I know your language, your traditions,
I like what I'm looking at so far, though.
your beliefs, which villages to tame and
Looks really good.
which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai. Do you surrender?
Never surrender. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I like it. Ghost of Tsushima. New title, huh? Yeah, I'm digging that. Tell me down in the comments down below, do you dig that? This is the Sucker Punch game, guys. This is the one that we've been waiting for. Yes. I like this a lot. Alright, guys, bear with me one moment. I will be right back. Let me take... Jim Ryan, you take it from here. I'll be right back, folks.
What a great way to open Paris Games Week. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's now 5 years since we launched PlayStation 4, and I still have the honor to unveil a brand new AAA game, the astonishing Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. And you know what? That's not the last surprise that you're about to get. You've seen the power of PlayStation 4 provide you not only with immersive storytelling, but also allows developers to fulfill their wildest dreams. The great news is that these developers are now extracting more and more power from the machine with increasingly spectacular results. That's why a single creative mind like Toby Fox can deliver one of the year's biggest hits in Undertale. Why a small studio like Ninja Theory can take you on a thrilling personal journey with AAA production values in Hellblade. And our own worldwide studios can bring alive Horizon Zero Dawn's breathtaking wilderness in dynamic 4K resolution and HDR.
You're saying all the words I want to hear, Mr. Ryan.
New dimensions in gameplay as we
Thank
continue
you guys so much for joining youtube.com/thegamelures. I really appreciate you.
The bottom line is that there is so much power and potential packed into PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro.
There truly
Innovation
is.
will continue to accelerate and proliferate in the coming months and years. With more than 225 games offering graphical enhancements on PlayStation 4 Pro, and more than 100 games compatible with PlayStation VR. PlayStation is already the best place to play. As we will show you tonight, it's thrilling to think there's even more to come.
We're excited, folks. We're excited. We are excited, Mr. Ryan.
We're also focused on
so that is one of the things PlayStation, as of late, has become game looters' home of playing more video games. PlayLink.
Localized and fun. We've been thrilled with the success of That's You, with over 3 million downloads to date, and see more social and family-orientated games give you an opportunity.
Which Sony is charging for now. If you didn't get it, I'm sorry. It was free for a little while on the PlayStation Store.
The past 20 years have seen trends come and trends go. We're still here, stronger than ever, and well-positioned for the future. The ecosystem of today will be more powerful, more engaging, and more immersive tomorrow.
Oh,
the
yeah.
maturity of the gaming industry is an incredible asset to a dynamic and exciting future for PlayStation. Ultimately, words mean little. Action is everything, and the proof is in the journey into the extraordinary world.
Show us what you got, Sony. Sucker Punch's new game. We got it already. I'm so excited.
I think you'll agree that the best place to play just keeps getting better. So let's take a look at some of the most sought-after, exclusive content our industry has ever seen.
What you got next for us? What you got next for us, Sony? Okay. He's drawing a monster. Okay. Okay, he has a paintbrush. So this is kind of ooh. Man, it's evading me right now, but there was a game that was that came free on PlayStation Plus for a while. That had this very similar art style. This looks good. This looks very intriguing. So I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this, but one of the things that's very important about these types of smaller experiences is price point. So I've had a lot of our community not really agree to me one-on-one, but last time that I watched the Nindy showcase, right, a lot of those games were very interesting, but some of the price points that they come out at are $30-$40, right? They're very high. Now if they wanted to hit major success, they'd be at $10, $15, $20. Now I'm not taking anything away from this particular game because I haven't seen enough of it, but a lot of times what I see with these smaller titles is price point is a huge it's either a huge plus for them because they're priced right, or it's a huge detriment to their success. So far I see a really cool little experience to where he's using his imagination and he's drawing and it's coming to life. This will be very good for VR. I don't know if they said it's coming to VR already. If this is not on VR, then Sony take a look at that, please. But I do like these. This is what you imagine being in your closet and stuff. Those are the kind of monsters that you imagine being in your closet. Very bright, a huge candidate for HDR. Concrete Genie, 2018. I like that new symbol that they have there for the PlayLink. I like that, Sony. I really like that a lot. Sony, if we were a PlayStation only channel, we would have that all over the place. So just letting you guys know that. Good job on that one.
I've been watching you, Erica.
Creepy.
been watching you for a very long time.
Question, threaten, listen.
They've been watching you too.
Touch her world. That sounds a little dirty, Sony.
And now they've come for you.
Look at us with all this Nintendo stuff all over our studio.
Just remember.
We've been playing a lot of Mario Odyssey.
If you break the seal.
Make sure you guys check out our youtube.com/thegameleaders. Make sure you guys check out our channel for a ton of Super Mario Odyssey content if that's what you're into. So Sony's really pushing this PlayLink stuff, which is quite interesting. We're back to the VR. Ace Combat 7, huh? Okay, so if you guys are from the same era that I am, you guys grew up with the PlayStation Uno, Ace Combat was huge on the PlayStation 1. Okay, and Resident Evil, a game I admittedly, I'm a scaredy cat. So I've started it, but I have not finished it just because I'm a big puss. Moss, this one, I know that they covered it earlier. Again, I'm so sorry for joining this so late, but they covered Moss a little bit in the pre-show. I definitely apologize for not covering that, but we over here at the Gamers are very excited for it. Colton has his headset, so hopefully we'll have maybe like a Let's Play or something of that, but when that comes out, we'll try and do something fun with that. Make sure you guys stick around at youtube.com/thegameleaders. Hit subscribe for us. About Blood, League of War VR Arena. So far, Resident Evil 7 is the only one to really do the VR experience to what you would expect. All the rest of them are like these weird bite-sized experiences that do something a little different, that are very top-down, or this might be cool, Sprint Vector. I personally, though, I do not have a VR headset yet. Just because I have yet to have that one, like, oh my gosh, I have to play it. I haven't had that one game that says, okay, this is the reason to own a PlayStation VR headset. And on top of that, you know, if there was to be anything, it'd probably be Gran Turismo. But that's so niche to where I would want to try it. That'd be something that I would play like when I already have the VR system. And some of these experiences look cool, but they don't look cool enough to where I'm just like, okay, I need to go buy this $400 headset. Like, is Final Fantasy Fishing like the thing to make me go buy that $400 headset? No. And if I'm going to invest that kind of money, I need to ensure that it's not collecting dust. Because for most people that I hear, they're not dissatisfied with their purchase, but they don't use it very often. So I didn't personally see one title there besides Moss that made me say, okay, that's why I need a VR headset. We still have a PlayStation VR title here. This might be the one.
But then they came for my family. Now I'm back, and everything just got
I'm back, baby.
Complicated.
I'm a professional soldier. Don't take bad man for a joker. I don't want to do man over, but I'm raw getting closer and closer.
So, kind of have some Watch Dogs vibe, just a little bit. You're sneaking, you're crawling.
Start talking, you're fucking dead. Wait, listen, it was all his idea. He wanted. Fuck me. Today a legend is born. Ready for
Visually it looks good. There's also that game that came out, Farpoint, earlier, I think it was this year, that came out with that Sony VR attachment. I thought that would be the game, but I didn't hear negative reviews about it. I mean, I didn't hear raving reviews about it. It was just kind of like a subpar VR game. So I was pretty sad that attachment came out for this huge AAA title, and it didn't really go anywhere. But if, you know, tell me down in the comments below, have you guys played Farpoint and what do you think about it? So Blood and Truth. This looks, again, very interesting. I guess what VR games do is they just very remind me of that Bioshocky kind of game, that very first-person view that's very Bethesda-y. Reminds me a lot of PC gaming. I'm excited. I hope that if you guys have a VR headset at home, that you're supporting this, because these games are for you guys, right, who already have the VR headset.
The future of PlayStation VR.
I need to see that one. I need to see Spider-Man. I need to see Spider-Man in VR to be like, okay, that's why I need a VR headset.
One of the consistent factors in our success over the 4 generations of consoles has been the unwavering support of our partners. We were delighted to feature a massive amount of indie and VR content in the pre-show. And now it's time to showcase 6 games, all of which offer features and benefits unique to PlayStation from some of our most valued partners, all of whom we've been working with from the very beginning. Let's start with a new trailer from our friends at Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, huh? So Ubisoft is going to announce something on the stage.
Folks, it's a beautiful sunny weekend in Hope County. How will you be spending your
Far Cry
time
5.
outdoors?
I don't know if this is necessarily an announcement. So, a little inside baseball. The Game Leader crew, we were all at E3 2017, and we played co-op, huh? Let me not speak. Let me just make sure this is the game. It has to be. It has to just be an extension of. Co-op could really change my opinion. So good thing we saw this together, folks. I was about to open my big old mouth, and I do have some stuff to tell you about my experience with old Far Cry 5. But a co-op element could really change the game. So okay, February 27th. That is a great time to release. That's the Horizon Zero Dawn window right there. Destiny 2? Huh. What kind of DLC are they getting first, Bungie? Thankfully, we're playing on PlayStation 4 right now. Make sure you guys go join the Game Looters clan. We would love to have you. Put that down in the comments below if you guys... Put your username down there if you guys need some clan members. We would love to have you in our clan. We're only about 12, 13 deep, so we have a lot of room for members. And we're at level 2 or 3. I think we're at level 3 right now for our clan. Comment down below. We just did the Leviathan raid again. We just did a Nightfall raid again, or Strike again. The Game Looters. Look it up right now if you're on the PlayStation 4. Join our clan. We would love to play with you guys. We could do a raid together. We know how the Leviathan raid.
Notorious guardian in Vanguard history. Once his dangerous ideas nearly destroyed us, and he was banished. Now he has returned.
This looks amazing. I want all of it.
You are the one thing they have not foreseen. Go to Mercury and find Osiris. Time is not on our side.
We're gonna F them up, Bungie. Destiny expansion. Curse of Osiris, December 5th. That's a smile on my pretty old face. Thank you, Bungie. Okay, so real quick, while they're moving on to this next one, that's still Ubisoft. So Far Cry 5, real quick, inside baseball. We played at E3 2017. It feels just like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4. Prior to Primal, it feels very Far Cry. So if you like, I can't wait for Monster Hunter. If you like that feel, if you like the way Far Cry feels, you're gonna be right at home. To me, it feels really samey, but the whole Montana thing, totally throws a quick wrench in that, which is pretty cool. But overall, like, I wasn't that excited for it. Personally, though, I played on PC when we were at E3 2017, so maybe playing on console might be a little different. And again, the co-op element, that may be a real cool way to experience the game with a friend. You know, either, well, I doubt it's locally, but you can experience the game with a friend, so that's pretty cool. And that may change my opinion of it. Will I try it? I don't know. We know there's a couple game looters out there who really like Far Cry, but all of the game looters are going to be on this game on January 16, 2018. We're going to be playing this game. We are beyond excited. If you guys didn't know, game looter Cynthia, if you don't know who that is, go check out our Mario Odyssey stuff. You'll see her there. Game looter Cynthia loves Monster Hunter, and the rest of the game looter crew love it. I've never been a Monster Hunter fan. I've tried the one on the Wii U, the one on 3DS, the one on the Wii. I've never been PSP too. It's never captured me. None of them have. It's just very slow. But this game, we went in and we had a behind the scenes at E3. We saw them play through it, and gosh damn, this game looks really good. I think this is going to be the game that completely changed my opinion of Monster Hunter. And the fact that the whole game looter crew is going to be on it playing together, no brainer. This game's going to be freaking awesome. Show us something new, Sony. Ooh, Horizon Zero Dawn. Over here at the Game Looters, we freaking love Horizon Zero Dawn. Ooh. Cross. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. So December 9th, we can jump into the beta. So put it down below in the comments. Join us. Join the Game Looter crew on December 9th. We will join in with you on the beta, and we'll play together. We will take down some monsters and some dinosaurs. Activision presents. So okay, so they're really putting home on their partners. So is this going to be Call of Duty World War II? So this is a Call of Duty that we may actually play over here at the Game Looters, just because of the aesthetic and the era that it's from. The last, God knows how many Call of Duties I haven't personally been interested in, just because it's very same. But last year I played Battlefield 1, and the reason I played that was because of the setting, and it was awesome. So the last Call of Duty World at War was also, I love that game. I played that a ton on the PC. So if it brings back those vibes, I'll be on board even for a little bit. It might take me out, might take me away from Destiny for a little while. So one of the things that Sony really does drive home, and I mean they drive it freaking home, is they're exclusive with their third-party partners. So that's one thing that Microsoft can't get out the dughouse about, is that Sony has it unlocked. And with 60+ million PlayStation sold, I mean, no-brainer for the developers. But unfortunately, it sucks for us gamers who don't have multi-platforms, who don't own all the platforms. Thankfully, over here at the Game Looters, we're very lucky to have all the platforms, you know, to be able to share and enjoy the games with you guys. But not everybody out there has all the platforms. Some only have one, and it may not be the PlayStation, it may be the Xbox, or it may be just a PC. So unfortunately, they can't enjoy DLC as quick as some of the PlayStation owners, like we've seen with Destiny in the past. You know, you've taken a whole year to get DLC, which isn't cool. Like this, January 30th, first on PS4. So you know, for you guys who are PlayStation only, that's awesome. But, you know, I definitely feel for you guys who are watching this, that are interested in getting PlayStation, or you really want one, or it's on your Christmas list, if I can speak right. If it's on your Christmas list and you're crossing your fingers, toes, and everything else that you're going to get a PlayStation, but you may not. So it kind of sucks. And I've been there, you know, I've been a kid, I've been a teen. I remember before I worked, you know, I know how that is. So you just kind of, you have what you have, you dream about what you don't. So it kind of sucks when those gamers who are a big part of the gaming community don't get the DLC at the same time. You know, a week, 2 weeks, you know, even a month is something that we can stomach. But when it comes to like 3 months, 6 months, a year, that becomes pretty crazy. So these types of games are ones that Sony are very known for. The PlayStation 3 launched one of these games. It looked gorgeous. And then you haven't seen too much of this kind of action on the PlayStation 4 since. But the cool thing, so it's a Codemasters game, the cool thing about this game in particular is that it'll probably only be at maybe like a $30 or $40 price point. So steal my heart with Star Wars. Battlefront 2 is coming, folks. And this is the reason that I have that inner battle with, like, okay, do I even play Call of Duty this year? Do I even try and play World War II? Because Battlefront's coming out at a similar time. Single player is going to be amazing. Mitch Dyer, one of the previous editors at IGN, had a hand in the story, as well as other very talented folks. So I'm very interested to play the single player campaign. I'm very, very interested. I've been hungry for a single player Star Wars campaign for a long time. And then we did try the Star Wars Battlefront beta. Go ahead and check us out at twitch.tv/thegamelers. You can see a lot of our beta fun there.
It's a real privilege to have
Naboo, very gorgeous.
On our platform. A key differentiator for PlayStation is its best-in-class development teams that make up Worldwide Studios. We have a great lineup of exclusive games coming soon, only on PlayStation 4. Let's take a look.
With Fisk behind bars, what's next?
The city's safer than ever. Maybe...
Here it is, baby.
Have more to life.
Spider-Man. It's here.
Do you need money?
No, I mean, I'm a little behind on my rent, but no, I'm fine.
I've dreamed about watching this.
It represents the best part of me.
Spider-Man's here, folks. It's real. Miles Morales.
Extraordinary bravery. I'm the one who kept order in this city.
Kingpin.
Devil's breath.
Your city.
And what I really, really, really love what Insomniac is doing is
Begged you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
yeah, much like Telltale, they're kind of they're playing with the formula of what you already know, and they're messing with like the Batman formula, and I love that because it's not something that you're expecting. Insomniac Games is doing the same thing with Spider-Man, and they're doing it in a very Spider-Man GameCube PS2 way, and I'm all about this, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is going to be L-I-T lit.
Maybe the city needs
Mr. Negative.
more than you think.
Or Auntie's boss. Folks, I can feel the epicness from this game. Oh my gosh.
Anyone else need a breather?
Okay, we would love to see a spring or fall or holiday on there, but that's okay. I think we all knew it was coming out 2018. Oh, here it is.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is
Give us a date.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Right away, Todd.
Give us a date, Sony. Give us a date. Tell me March whatever 2018. If this is a March game, this is going to be perfect for that March slot. Unfortunately, when I was at E3, I didn't get, like, I saw gameplay. I was like, the lines were just too long. You had to use the app. The app was just too inefficient. Sony's app was very broken during the E3, so some things were hit or miss, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get a scheduled appointment to play this game, which I was really disappointed in. But I did watch a lot of gameplay there, and it looks really good. And this is an experience that I'm all about. Also, this experience might be perfect for VR too. Just saying, Sony.
down on me for a fucking account! Come back here. You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move. Alice! Daddy's very mad! It's all over now. Daddy isn't angry anymore. You know Daddy loves you. This is all your fault!
He's coming! He's gonna hurt me! Run! Get away! Or he's gonna break you like last time!
Ooh. This is deep. This is a deep cut, folks.
That's enough! I want you to leave Alice alone.
She's mine. I do what I want with her!
I'm a robot. I can't do nothing. Oh yeah. Oh wow. A lot of deep decision making, folks. This one is gonna pull a lot of heartstrings. Spring 2018. Okay, so there's hope for March. There's hope for March, folks. This should definitely be a March game. Detroit Become Human should be a March game. 100, 1,000, a quintillion%. I'm just excited if they announce like a elite type of controller or something that where the thumbsticks don't fall off. God of War is good too, though. God of War is very good. Give me a real date with God of War. Give me an actual date that has a month and a day on it. Because I feel like this game is pretty much packaged up. So I had the chance to watch the developers on the E3, outside of E3 on the stage, you know, they're talking about it. And I feel like this game is, I feel like it was extremely far along to the point of they need a release date on this guy.
Oh. Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Imagine just a summer game, just one game that just came out right before the kiddies got out of school, or right when they got out of school. This will do huge, I think. I think it's gonna do huge regardless of when it comes out, but sooner the better, right? Sony's gonna have a big 2018. So one of the things that they were saying is the kid isn't, he isn't a pain in the butt to deal with. He kind of is self-sufficient. He'll follow you, and then he has one button prompt for his like attack mode, but he kind of stays out the way. So he's not someone who like drags you down during your experience, which is pretty awesome. They put a lot of attentiveness into building the kid out and really thinking it through on his impact in the game.
What do you think it is?
Early 2018. That's why we think it is. We think it's early 2018. January, October, what's early, right? In Sony fashion, though, they don't put a lot of timestamps on things anymore. We get it. We get it, though, right? Gorilla Games. So this one should be them promoting the Frostlands or whatever. Put it down in the comments below specifically what it is now. That way I can check it out right now. I'm sure they're going to announce it here in a second, though. But let me go ahead and check the comments. But they're promoting this. This comes out, I think, in December. We are very excited. I haven't finished this game. This is, I think I'm maybe 15-20 hours into the game. Frozen Wildlands. Okay, we're really close. But this is one of the games on my backlog that I'm 100% getting to, along with finishing Persona 5. But game leader Cynthia, she did finish this game and she loves it, so I know she's going to be more than ecstatic to jump back into the game.
Abro.
Ooh. Okay, so this is gonna be the remaster of... It's evading me right now. So they're completely remastering Shadow of the Colossus. They're 100% doing it from the ground up. Hopefully that means their controls too, and camera controls. Crossing fingers, toes, every body part for that. This game is something that we weren't expecting, and it puts a smile onto my face, especially with their adventures with Trico, that 10-year fiasco. So it's nice to see that they're completely redoing this game from the ground up, because really this game, if you guys had a chance to play it on the PlayStation 2, really gave you those vibes of, wow, these guys are huge.
Hopefully, we've made one thing clear to you tonight. It's a great time to be a gamer. To close the show, let's have the first in-depth look at a much-anticipated and exclusive title. From everyone at PlayStation, thank you for your continued support. Good night.
All right, what are we finishing off with? He said good night. He knows it's the morning. It's 11 a.m. over there. Or 11 p.m. It might be midnight. I take it back. I don't know. Put it down in the comments below. Top of the morning to ya. So we haven't really got any official hard dates for anything. Besides the known quantities already, like Monster Hunter and things like that. Are they leaving off with Aquatic Dreams Dream over here? No? That's not it. Last of Us 2? Or is this, let's just see what it is, folks. But we finally got to see what Sucker Punch is working on, and my god, it looks good. And the rest of the games that we knew about, like God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, they're coming out next year. Yeah, I would be thinking I'm dying at this point if I was her. Like, I'm counting down the seconds. Ooh, ow. Ow, 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 ow.
They are nested with sin. Free them, that they may know my... Yara! Where is the other apostate? Clip her wings.
Oh. Oh. Headshot to the face. Oh, she pissed. Ow.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down.
Yeah, don't be a jerk.
Left.
Yeah, she angry. Clip her wings. I like how they said that. It was intense.
Watch your backs.
It goes buff. Yeah, it's good stuff. I like how they ended the show with that. But then what's going to be at PSX 2017? Sucker Punch.
I'm the one that makes people see it stand up. Much more than the other in the block. Much more than the other in the block.
Alright, folks. You saw it right here on youtube.com/thegamelooters. If you watched it, make sure you hit that sub button. We would love to have you as part of our community. Make sure you join the Game Looters clan on Destiny 2, right here where you're seeing right now. And just overall, just show us some love down in the comments below. Hit us with the like button if you like this. Hit us with the dislike button if you didn't like my face, which is fine too. We got to see Sony hit a lot of VR experiences. I'm very excited for you guys who are into and have a VR headset. There's a lot of stuff for you guys to play. Overall, there was a lot of games. Color me excited, color me disappointed with some of the things. I would have loved some hard dates with very specifics, like, you know, instead of early 2018, give me January, give me March, give me February, whatever it is. Detroit, spring, no, give me January, give me February, give me March. Just start locking down some dates so I can really get excited for that. DLC, we saw a lot of DLC coming for existing games already, so that is pretty awesome. We are excited for God of War. We're excited for Spider-Man. We are excited for Sucker Punch's new game. We're excited for all of this. Sony's going to have a fantastic 2018. Thank you guys so much for joining youtube.com/thegamelooters to... There he is. Look at him there. He's all fancy. To watch this experience. We definitely appreciate you. And I apologize for being late to the show, folks. But this was an awesome show. This was an awesome showing. Make sure you guys catch us at PSX 2017, because we're going to be there with all the developer interviews and everything. So we definitely appreciate you.
Behind the scenes look at a lot of those new games that were just announced today, so stay right there. Very quick, our panel of hosts here, what did you think?
God of War, Last of Us 2.
We appreciate you guys joining. I got a little sidetracked there. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. That is it. We are going to go ahead and watch the post show. We'll talk about that later and see what else we have. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure to catch us next time, and we appreciate you.
Open the whole time, utterly charmed. I just want to run around that world. I want to create. I want to bring things to life.